From the Green Acres are back, and hello everybody. In Russia, or that way, let's put it this way, that way. A lot of times we have some snacks which goes good with beer. It's a lot of different snacks, but one of them is pretty interesting. I'll show you how it looks. And it looks like this. And my husband, he'll say, what is disgusting and everything. Okay, I like it. So you just take a fish, and it's kind of like fish jerky. We agreed both on this. It's just dried fish. It's full of salt. It's not like culinary adventure or anything. It's very plain, very simple. But because it's salty, it's kind of goes like chips with beer, you know. Like sometimes when you drink beer, it goes good because it's salty and everything. I guess maybe in restaurants it will be a great thing, but nobody sells that in restaurants because you will definitely buy more beer because it's so salty. It basically just, dried up because of the salt. So anyhow, what I want to try, this I bought in a store. I went to a Russian store, bought it over there, It's always sealed in a vacuum bag, and then it kind of get too wet. It's not really like dry, and then I have to take it out, and it smells. It has specific smell, not like bad. Still smells like fish, kind of sort of, but really salty fish and everything. So I usually get them out of the package and I let them hang just like this so they dry out, because I don't like when it's all moist and everything like it comes from the vacuum package. But I guess for longer storage it will be best way to do it. I don't know. Anyhow, so because Russian stores are now so far away from me, I'm gonna try to make it myself. And pretty much any fish will go. We will need some salts and everything. I'm gonna get everything, but I just want to show you what we're gonna try to do. It is a little bit specific. Like I said, if you like, you can make calamari. When I put my hands on calamari, I'm definitely gonna try this. I have just regular white fish, and that's all that I have on hand right now. So I decided to try 3 fillets, and we're gonna make experiment and see how it works. And basically, I'm gonna go collect all the salts and everything, but it's defrosted, it's already open and everything. I need to get it out, but I just wanted to show what kind of we're gonna try to achieve kind of idea. So this fish gonna be dry and hopefully good for beer and everything. And because I don't have fancy equipment, I bought this dehydrator a long time ago. It has a few more layers, but I think my 3 fillets is gonna fit nicely in that one. We're gonna use just this basic one. It just have on and off button, no temperature, no nothing. Maybe new models have temperature set, probably more expensive, definitely do it. But that's what I have, and like I said, for our try, we're just gonna go ahead and just try just like that. Now let me go grab all the salts, and again, everything what I'm gonna use, I'm gonna list it down under the video in the description, so easier to keep up, and if you wanna try it yourself, will be everything under the video. All right, I got my salts. I actually got some seasoning, but I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to talk about it. All right, let me try to get it in the view. All that I want to do right now, I want to make sure everything is nice and dry. And it's going to be a time-consuming project. Hopefully it will worth it. We're gonna try and see. So for right now, let's just make sure my pan is dry, because I had fish defrosting in here. Now we're gonna get that fish out, and I'm gonna dry it out with the paper towels. Ooh, there it goes. There it goes. Let me get them all out. That's why I put paper towel on the bottom, so it all absorbs right away. Now, I want them dry, like I said. They're gonna dry even more. So here we're gonna go with that little fishy. This one is nice and dry now. It's my mom walking over there. Hey, you're actually in a picture. all dry. Make sure that's dry and nice. And here we go. That's good enough. It's dry enough. Dry enough. Now I'm just gonna lay them down in one layer. And yes, I already tried to play with them, so they do fit in that pan. Just like this. See, one layer. Now, my goal gonna be, because next step is to put seasonings on it and let it sit. And it depends on what kind of fish. Like, I was watching some videos, calamari, they say like 20 minutes and you're good to go. You can start drying. And then depends on the fish and how thick it is. This, I'm just gonna put the seasoning and probably I'm gonna leave it for about 4 hours. At least 4 hours. Actually, there was some guy, he did it overnight. And I don't think it's gonna be really dramatic on the time, because my mom likes to say like, hey, it's gonna absorb as much as it wants, not more, not less, but as much as it needs. So somebody said you can use like any seasoning, ready seasoning for seafood, or this one for seafood or salmon. So it has brown sugar and stuff. I really don't want to use it, but if you want, you actually can use something like it. All what I want on mine is regular salt. It's kosher salt, and we're just gonna sprinkle it, just, you know, like normally like you cook. So you just put that much salt like for regular stuff. Now, because I want it to be a little bit more preservative, you don't have to be like that, and you don't have to use this salt, but that's actually pink curing salt. That's going to be very, very little, and it's kind of like powdery and stuff. I'm just going to put just a tiny bit, really, really tiny bit, because I want it to be a little bit more cured and dry, so that's why I want to use it. But you don't have to, because salt's still gonna do the trick. It just, this curing salt is usually helps to keep stuff good for a little bit longer. And like I said, we just, I'm getting like very, very little, like, I mean, seriously, like, where is the camera? Like this much, and just trying to, you know, sprinkle it around on the fish. But what I do want to try in the seasoning section, like I said, right now we're going to just do the first try. We're going to see if that basic dehydrator will work. And I just want to add a little bit kick with cayenne pepper. That's it. And salt, and that's cayenne pepper. That's gonna be it. Because if we're gonna do the beer, I'm telling you, that little spice, that's gonna be great. And just sprinkle. I'm just gonna sprinkle just a little tiny bit. Oh, that's too much. That's too much in one spot. Let me use another hand now, because I touched the fish. I don't want to touch it now. I think that's more than plenty. We're gonna rub it a little bit. And remember, when fish gonna dry out, it's gonna like shrink. So concentrate all this salt and the seasoning. So we don't want too much. Now I'm gonna season it on both sides, just to make process a little bit faster, because I kind of want to try it today. And I hope I'm going to have enough time. I'm a little worried that it's going to take me a little bit longer time on drying fish in that hydrator, because it's, like I said, there is like no temperature. There is just one setting, on and off. Okay, 2 settings, on and off. So basically that's going to be it. So I'm going to just finish seasoning on this fish. And I'm going to set it, like I said, at least 4 hours. It depends how busy I'm going to get today, because I still have to fix my lunches for work and stuff like that. Like, thank God he's all set for the week. So that's more than plenty. I'm not even know if I should put more cayenne on it. Okay, a little bit. I mean, we're gonna drink beer with it, right? If it's too spicy, we're gonna drink more beer. Okay, rub it on. I mean, you know, other people make it, hey, it looks good and everything works great. I don't know how it works in real life, so we're gonna try. At least in my life. Because my life is not really real life, like for some of the people who are watching me, like, you don't know me. Maybe I'm like making stuff up, who knows, right? So anyhow, but I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to show you how it works, and if I fail, I will let you know. But we will try and see what's gonna happen to that fish. So that's how it's gonna look for right now. Now in the fridge, oh yeah, I'm gonna cover it with a little plastic film because I don't want it to breathe out. It's a fish, has to have no air. So I'm gonna cover it with plastic, put it in the fridge for at least 4 hours. And then I will be back and we will continue. In the fridge 4 hours. I'm back with fish and it's been a little bit more like 5 hours and 15 minutes since it's been with salt. So what I'm going to do now, take off the plastic. I don't need that no more. I'm going to pat it down with paper towel. Not squeeze it, no nothing, but just, you know, actually it's not that bad. Because that one guy, he was like, after this step, he was, because I always do and see a few versions how people do it, so I can't be prepared for anything. Anyway, so he actually, but it's not that wet at all. So now I'm just gonna place them right here. Like I said, they all gonna fit, but I have kind of big fillets, so I think it may take me till morning to dry them out. We will see. I will definitely check the time and let you all know how long is it gonna take for fillets like this. See? It looks all nice. I mean, I'm sure it's all salt dissolved and absorbed, so it should be salty. You know what I want to do? Just lay them down so they not really too close. Kind of like this. I mean, they're a little bit touching right here, but it's, well, they're not really even touching. And like I said, mine is not fancy. Only has one button, so it's easy. Don't have to mess with temperature or nothing. But we're gonna see how it works in this specific one. No temperature, just turn it on. It is noisy, but it sits in the kitchen, we always, so even if I have to leave it overnight till morning, I will. And that's it at this point. Now I'm just gonna let it run. And we're gonna see how that fish jerky or, yeah, fish jerky, fish for beer works. And then we're gonna try and see. I wonder myself. That's it for now.
Can you hear it?
Okay, so right now I'm 2 hours and 20 minutes in the drying process. Yeah, we have to go to bed because we have to work tomorrow. Somebody came back and recording, helped me record. So what I was wanted to show, that it start to dry and cure and see how it start looking like jerky, right? But it's still way too wet and soft. And so I'm gonna leave them here. Honestly, I'm gonna leave them overnight. And before I go to work, I will try, hopefully, I can do another short update like this. But it's like I say, 220, and the edges and the tail looks nice and dry, but this way too long. So I have to, in this specific model, I have to wait longer. So we're gonna leave it for overnight, and I will get back in the morning. We'll have to do a little short video in the morning. So that's it for right now. Oh, short video. Same way. That's it. So this has been 12 hours 55 minutes. Fish jerky. It's all dry. It's warm from the air. Yeah, I just got up. I'm getting ready for work. So I'm gonna let it sit just like this till I come back from work. So in about 11 hours. It's early morning. Still dark. Can't see nothing. Our little garden. Nothing. Can't see nothing out there. But that's how it looks. And I think it's ready. It's a little bit soft right here in the middle, but it's definitely dry. So I'm just gonna let it cool. Like I said, it's gonna stay like this. And then I come back from work in about 10-11 hours. It definitely should be done. No more running. I'm even gonna unplug it. But here it is. And then we're gonna do the test drive. I'm gonna try it when I get home. But for right now, I just want to let you know. So it took pretty much 13 hours to get to this condition on these size fillets. And gonna be one more update when we're gonna try it today later. So I'm back from work and I was really wanting to try this. See, I mean, that looks like that Russian fish, right? More like, right?
Yeah.
See? You want to try?
No.
So it's definitely dry. See, so basically for this size, it's a little soft right here, but it's gonna be like this anyway. It's even on the other fish, it's the same. So basically for fillets like this, it took about 13 hours. I haven't tried.
Yeah. Sounds like beef jerky.
It is. It's what I was trying to make. Remember that Russian fish I bought?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was trying to make. So I can make it at home instead of going far, far away. It's pretty good. It's actually pretty close. It's spicy because I put that cayenne pepper. And I probably will do a little bit more salt.
Let's see.
Yeah, I showed it in the morning.
Oh, okay.
But I just want to try it so I can see how it is. And the good thing, you can do amount of salt whatever you think is best, you know. I did like I normally season for cooking, and it's actually light salted. It's not, because sometimes you buy this fish in the Russian store and it's like, whoa, that's just salt in there. I probably will put a little bit more, but not much more. But yeah, so now I can make my own fish.
There you go.
You happy?
And since you put cayenne pepper in it, your mama can't eat it, so it's all yours.
I didn't put that much. She don't need this.
Okay.
I do it with beer sometimes. I mean, it can be a snack. You don't have to have beer with it, but usually in Russia when we have fish like this, it's usually with beer. So remember, like we do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it worked, and no cleaning.
There you go.
Like that other one where I showed at the beginning of the video.
Mm-hmm.
I have to clean it. Everything nice and clean. So yeah, definitely will make it again. I like that you can control the amount of salt in whatever seasonings. But yeah, actually, yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Yeah. Bye.